Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. How you doing? We're going to go on a little TikTok spree. I put together some TikToks that came up in my feed and I saved them. I didn't watch them. And they're all about like Europeans reacting to things about America. I don't know. At least I think they are. I haven't watched them. But based off some context clues, I used my, tiny American brain to figure out, okay, what are they talking about? Oh, yeah. Okay, America is wild. That must mean he's going to talk about America. Okay. Just kidding. And all the links are down below. So go check out their channels and stuff. This should be fun.
This is the wildest thing about America.
Right? A parking lot. Oh, what the heck happened? All right, I had some technical issues there, but we're back.
It literally blows my mind. I went to book an Uber.
I know, the amount of parking lots are ridiculous.
Yeah, it's 1.5 miles away. The Uber would take a 4-minute drive. 4 minutes, that is it. No one, and I mean no one, walks in a...
I'm a little confused. What is he... Okay, he said that's it. You guys don't have Ubers, like, readily available?
No one walks in America. People must look at me and think I'm crazy.
He is crazy. He's walking down the freaking highway. That's not normal. Here.
Crackhead, I don't know. Do you want to know how long it's going to take me to walk along this highway right now? Go on, have a guess. 1.5 hours. 1 hour and 30 minutes. Are you look, I'm walking along the highway. 1.5 hour walk for me. That's great. I might just have to stick my thumb out. You know, the whole hitchhike. I'm gonna hitchhike. I'm gonna have to hitchhike.
That's what you look like. I mean, that's what you're doing essentially. I wouldn't be surprised if someone pulled over like, all right, hey, you need a ride? Are you stranded? Did you run out of gas?
Because I cannot walk for 1.5 hours because there's no... I mean, look, the cars are literally right next to me. America is insane. I'm so out my comfort zone right now. I can feel the cars, man. This is terrifying.
It's not safe.
Walk, so wish me luck. I feel like Forrest Gump, man.
Okay, that was awesome. But at the beginning, he said something about Ubers. Oh, there's an Uber within a mile. I wasn't even exactly sure what his point was, but I guess Ubers aren't, I guess you'd have to wait some amount of time in Europe because there's just not as many people wanting to use an Uber. Okay. First time in Walmart as a Brit. Oh boy. Oh boy. An American staple. Cringe. It's not a pleasant experience. This just has this is like a slideshow. Oh, here we go. What did that say? Is this much bread necessary? It's got that ridiculous music in the background. Is this much bread necessary? Absolutely not. No, that's ridiculous. I don't understand. That is stupid, because I know you guys say, oh, you have so many different cereals and stuff like that. That makes sense to me. Potato chips, cereals. The bread, that's stupid. I agree. It's just bread. We don't play about our ranch. Yeah, I mean, most of this isn't ranch, but there is a lot of ranch. I mean, we definitely don't play about the ranch. Don't take away our guns and don't take away our ranch. A bank in the store. That is like the shittiest bank. I used to work at Walmart. I don't know who uses those banks. I think they're there basically for people who want to get like a loan. It's like the most sketchy shit you should never do. But like an advance pay on their paycheck or something, like a loan. Or, who used it a lot was the employees. For that reason, I mean, I worked there, so now I'm remembering. A lot of the employees would use the bank that was there to like go cash out their checks real quick. I don't know who else uses that. Anyone buying pickles in a jar is a psychopath? What else would you buy it in? What do they sell it in Europe? A bag? Like what? I'm looking this up. European pickles. They're in a jar, dude. What else would you buy pickles in? That's how you pickle the cucumbers, by putting it in a jar with, I mean, I don't know, vinegar and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but people put it in a jar to pickle stuff. What's the confusion there? Chick-fil-A sauce is 10 out of 10. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, since you guys don't have Chick-fil-A, I don't think. Yeah, you guys don't know. Chick-fil-A is just USA, right? You at least need to get you some Chick-fil-A sauce. Order it on Amazon or something. It probably costs way too much money, but it's good stuff. I like the sweet sriracha. Spicy sriracha. He just says, okay. It is absurd when you point it out. But it's beautiful. Look how many choices of chips you have. Every variation of Oreos. This music is hilarious. Yeah. Got the white Oreos, like white chocolate, double stuff. These one, I don't know who buys like the yellow ones. Yeah, lots of Oreos. Lots of everything, I guess. Their addiction to flaming hot snacks is concerning. Don't be concerned. I mean, don't knock it till you try it. It's really good. What can I say? It's like addicting. A nice spicy treat. What the? What WTF is this? What? It's goldfish. You can't even tell how big this box is. I bet you would laugh. It's that big. The Flavor Blasted is amazing. You guys don't... Do you guys have goldfish? Oh my god. Well, first you got to try normal goldfish. And then you got to try the Flavor Blast. Heck yeah. First healthy thing I've seen. That's not healthy. That's just making... It's just packaged to look healthy. There's nothing healthy about that. It's fruit. It's gummies. Fruit snacks. See, I'm American and even I know that. That ain't healthy. What? It's got 1% fruit juice. Real fruit juice in it. Tea lovers? Yeah. I mean, people, especially in the South and the Midwest, love iced tea. Sweet tea. Sweet iced tea. It's kind of funny when you think about that. Like, I don't think of Americans as drinking tea, but absolutely people drink iced tea. Lots of iced tea. Butter popcorn can't taste that nice. Yes, it can. Yeah, it can and it does. You got to try the Jiffy Pop. I don't know if they have that in international stores. That's fun. You know, that's just an experience. You put this thing on the stove. If you've seen the movie Scream, you know, that's what she's popping on the stove at the beginning. It's iconic. Clearly apple juice. Orange. Ew, this just looks nasty. I don't know. Anything Walmart brand, which is what this is. These are great value. That's Walmart brand. Generally stay away from it, okay? I don't know what that is. I wouldn't drink that. And I wouldn't let my son drink it either. This makes sense. Yeah. $1 tiny sauces. What about it? Why are these not in boxes? I think it's just a way to make it even cheaper. Just a way of packaging it even cheaper. This is a relatively newer type of thing. This is like in the last 10 years, they started putting giant bags of cereal. I think they're very inconvenient, you know, because you can't stack them up. But I think it is cheaper than a box. Maybe. They call scones biscuits. Yes. And you put gravy on them and it tastes amazing. I had so much syrup this trip. Oh, I had so much syrup this trip, I ain't ever want it again. Okay. I haven't had syrup in like years, so I didn't know that was a uniquely American thing. I think of that as being a Canadian thing. Bought some Twinkies because of the zombie. Actually, I had syrup 2 days ago. I lied. But I don't eat a lot of breakfast. But I did a couple days ago. Bought some Twinkies because of the Zombieland film. You guys don't have Twinkies, but they were in that film. Didn't that film take place in the UK? I remember that. Why would they have Twinkies in the film, but not in real life there? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go for the Twinkies. I'd go for pretty much anything else here is better. But the Twinkies are iconic. Go for the Ho-Hos. Are all these flavors necessary? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, they're all good. They're all fantastic. Yes, they are necessary. The s'mores, the cinnamon, the blueberry, the strawberry, the schnozberry. Looks absolutely shit. What? What's wrong with this? I don't even know which one he's talking about. All of it? Mini Cheerios? I've never seen that. They're already pretty small. Okay. I don't know what to say about that. Starburst Ice. 10 out of 10, we need these in the UK. Yeah, that's probably good. I'm a sucker for any of the drinks that are like Starburst flavored or Sour Patch Kids flavored. I like that stuff. Useful, I guess. Copy any key. Yeah. Yeah, when you need a key copied, it is useful. There's no arguing that. You guys don't have that. I'm sorry. Okay, now we got the same music. But I'm not going to play it because we've heard that enough. But these are things about the U.S. that shook me to my core as an Eastern European. Okay. A whole grocery store inside every gas station. Yeah. It's overpriced in the gas station, and usually it's not going to be fresh. But yeah. Their flag is on everything. Everything. Bathing suits, cups, cutlery, clothes, hairbrushes. Did you go during 4th of July? I mean, this does not look normal. I'm going to be honest. You don't just walk in at any time of the year and find all this. This had to be 4th of July. Variety. 50 effing flavors of every food. Okay. More of this. See, you guys are shocked by the amount of variety, huh? Free newspapers. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly just ads. They're actually up to date with the current trends and news. They are. I'm not. I don't read this stuff, so that's, yeah, I guess they're up to date. I don't know. I haven't read a magazine in years. The food portions, that's not even that much food. It does look good, though. Chipotle. Is that much? It doesn't look like that much food. Most people wear PJs and flip-flops in public. You must be in the Midwest. Yellow school buses exist? Yeah, how else do you get to school? Why is that shocking? Of course they exist. What color are school buses in your country? Churches look like any other building, and some of them even have spas, playgrounds, etc. I don't know what you mean by spa. To me, a spa is like where you get a massage. They do have playgrounds, yeah, for the kids to play, you know, like, because a lot of them have daycares, and some of them have Sunday school. So, yeah. Literally everyone owns a dog, and yet somehow the shelters are full. Yeah, it's because there's so many dogs. They keep breeding with each other and or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how it all works, guys. I never thought about that, though. Is owning a dog kind of a unique, like not as common in Europe? Probably 50% of people own a dog. But yeah, there's a lot of dogs. The shelters are full. The prices, how TF are 200 grams of beans, $10. That is ridiculous. I agree. I wouldn't pay that. I now understand why they don't walk. Most cities are unwalkable and the distances are huge. Yeah, that's what the other guy said. That's funny. Like, it's basically impossible. I guess you don't realize that until you're here. Like, unless you're in the middle of New York City, like the idea that I would just walk to the grocery store is comical. Okay, I guess I'll be back before midnight, hopefully. Their Fanta looks radioactive. Oh, you know what I've seen? Your guys' Fanta is like a more normal looking orange juice color. It does look radioactive. You have to pump your own gas? Yeah. That's a pretty old school thing to not pump your own gas. People back in the day, there used to be gas station attendants. But yeah, a long time ago. That's been out for a long, long time. You're pumping your own gas now. For decades. Starbucks doesn't taste like Starbucks. You guys are going to have to explain that. You have to pay to visit museums. Yeah. They're usually not cheap either. Unlucky. Every once in a while, you'll find a free museum. But usually, you know, it's like 20 bucks, 30 bucks to get in there. Depending on the museum, I guess. All right, that was fun. Let's do one more. I genuinely think that a lot of people in the UK, you know, I'm not actually sure if this one fits the theme. I don't know what this is exactly about, but we're about to find out.
Do you really think that a lot of people in the UK don't have a grasp of how big the US is, or
Okay, so this is a little different.
how disconnected we are as a country? I go to university in the UK, but a couple of my friends were talking about coming and visiting me over summer. And over summer, I am in rural northern Michigan, like up here, rural northern Michigan. We're in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, this does fit the theme.
And they were talking, they were like, oh, you know, like maybe we could fly into Chicago, and then would it be easier for us to take the bus or the train to you? Which, first of all, so sweet. And I was like, oh.
Bless your heart. Take the bus to Chicago. Okay. Where
We're in the middle of nowhere, like up here in rural northern Michigan. Like
she's in rural northern Michigan and they're flying into Chicago. Oh my God.
And they were
It's not even the same state.
talking, they were like, oh, you know, like maybe we could fly in. Would it be easier for us to take the bus?
No, you can't take a bus or a train.
The train to you, which, first of all,
If only.
sweet. And I was like, oh, well, like there's not really a bus or a train, and they were like, oh.
But I mean, that would be that would take hours and hours.
Hey, could we take like a ferry? I was like, no. We're gonna drive. Like you could fly, but like I'm gonna drive. It is gonna take like 5 hours for me to come get you, but I'll drive. And that was the first part. And then we were talking about what we might do while they were there, and they were like, oh, well, like maybe we could go to New York City. And I was like, yeah,
Like it's just next door. New York City is like across the freaking continent. That's a pretty big, you know, that's like that's a big decision you got to make if you're going to New York City from Chicago. That's got to be a 12, 13-hour drive.
and they were like, yeah, we could do like a day trip from rural Michigan to New York City.
Interesting. That's interesting because the U.S. is a very large country, and I guess people just don't Like Europe is made up of a lot of smaller countries for the most part. I mean, Spain's pretty big, huh? But that's interesting. Like, it's more like talking about, you know, hey, let's take a day trip from France to the Ukraine. Those are good. Those are real good. Check the link down below for those channels or whatever, videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.